I'll just set the context in terms of what we'll be discussing, and then we will take it ahead. Okay. So, sure. So, just to introduce me and Sachin, we basically are a Mumbai-based AI and ML firm. We basically do custom AI solutions for end users in terms of the entire thing. We have got our few for products also, like voice AI agents and custom chatbots, and we also do custom applications in the domain of image analytics, video analytics, and predictive analytics. So that is a little bit of background about us. We are basically in Mumbai, India, and in terms of the core strength, we are a 20-member team. Um, I handle the sales portion of it, and Sachin is the CTO. He handles all the technical portion of it in terms of the entire thing. And yeah, that's sort of a gist about what we are in terms of the entire thing. Now, coming towards the podcast that we are sort of will be doing. So it's primarily towards we want to create a community of SaaS founders where they can sort of engage and collaborate with each other in terms of knowledge sharing, in terms of the SaaS expertise that they have, in terms of various domains, and also educating the entire audience in terms of what all is the possibility or the limits of achieving in SaaS. And I believe Sachin had reached out to you in terms of sharing your journey with us, and which is sort of beneficial for you and for me in terms of the audience. We'll be basically making a video out of it and then sharing it on YouTube. That's the entire plan. And basically, vision is to sort of create an ecosystem and a network or and a community for SaaS founders where they can speak freely and have an entire knowledge sharing plus an experience sharing in terms of various markets internationally, locally, as well as attempting them to have sort of cross network bridge in terms of their various technologies and various nuances of the businesses that can help each other grow. So that's the vision and aim of the entire channel. That's the sort of gist about it. So yeah, Sachin.
So Janu, we checked your platform Featherflow, and we get a lot to know about what exactly you guys do. But I just want to hear from you that what exactly you guys do, what kind of services you offer.
So we are a product studio. We are very product focused, and we are basically building products for enterprise companies and startups. It's like 80% startups, 20% like bigger companies, enterprise companies, consultancies, and they're very focused on building AI products, but we also building very old school SaaS products, and it's end to end. We do a lot of strategy work, so we help them figure out to build the right thing. We do the actual development. We are doing product design, branding for products. It's all centered around digital products. Yeah, that's basically what we are doing. We're doing end to end for very different markets and different industries. Nowadays, we have like a few companies from the engineering space because we are located in Germany. So engineering is like one of the biggest markets here in Germany, especially with the big car companies, which are all located here in Germany. But we are also doing stuff for healthcare, B2C mobile apps, all kind of stuff. Our clients are half Germans and US.
Okay, great. So you guys are doing from mobile apps to web apps to SaaS to AI and ML and everything, I guess, right?
Yeah, our focus is on building like business AI products, like B2B AI SaaS products. That's like our main focus, and we want to focus on that. But yeah, sometimes we also do mobile apps. We prefer to build mobile apps which are also centered around AI, like B2C apps, which are also very interesting for us. That's also something we are doing right now. But our focus are on B2B SaaS applications.
Okay, great. So I think naturally the second question is mine is what kind of tech stack you guys are preferring right now? What kind of tech stack you are currently using for your ML based or AI based applications?
Especially the web applications, they are built with Next.js. We are using a SaaS boilerplate called Superstarter. We have a collaboration with them. We're like partner up with them. And that's the one we are using for most applications. For backend stuff, we often use like Python, especially if it's like ML based. Sometimes we use like web frameworks. But yeah, we're doing a lot of Python in the backend. And Next.js, like to build web applications. And for mobile apps, we are using mainly Flutter.
Okay, great. Okay, so I think Ram, you can go ahead with the question.
Yeah, that was really insightful in terms of the tech stack and everything. I just wanted to ask from a sales point of view, like, what was the exact moment or what was the inspiration or the pain point that made you think that, yeah, I want to build this product? Like, how did that come into your existence that, yeah, I want to build this product, or yeah, this is a constant pain point that I've seen in the entire market, and that's where you got that eureka idea that I want to develop a product?
We never built a product in house, right? So we are experimenting on the side, but we never built a product in house. So the products we are building is like for clients. So they most of the times already come to us with like a pain point or like a problem they think they found a solution for, even if it's like just in theory. But it's most of our clients are like B2B clients, so they have they see things or like processes in their day-to-day work life which are very extensive or like very expensive, and then especially with the emerging technologies like LLMs, they saw opportunities to make this process easier, cheaper, etc. And they most of the times already have like the technological idea behind it, right? They already experimented with ChatGPT or like they built like small prototypes with by themselves. And most of the times we come and build a product out of this core technology. And sometimes they come to us with an idea and they are not technical, right? For example, healthcare clients, they have like a process which is very expensive or like they have to outsource it. And they come to us and ask us, hey, is there a way to automate this using AI? And then we are looking into it, trying to automate it, experimenting with different methods. Sometimes the easiest way is like to use like an LLM only with prompt engineering. Sometimes we custom train models. Sometimes we have to go deeper and look into data they have and try to use like non-LLM machine learning methods. But the problems to build products, they most of the times come from the clients themselves. We never trigger the inflicting point. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So in your entire journey of with Featherflow, in terms of the entire thing, what is one what do you call it? What did you learn from your first 10 paying customers? Like, obviously, for any startup or any journey there that starts from zero, the first 10 customers are very, very important for them in terms of the entire thing, because they teach you a lot about the ecosystem, about what you're building, is it valuable, what all kind of MVPs you're building, and how was that journey? That's and what did you learn from that? That's what I wanted to ask.
We only had about like 12 clients maybe since Featherflow exists. So I think the biggest learning after the first 5 to 10 clients was, I think, to question the why. A lot of times clients come to us with an idea, and especially in the beginning, we didn't question the why. We just implemented, especially because we want to have a project, we want to make money, right? We're a company. So it can be it's a very conflicting point as an agency owner to question the product itself, right? You can tell them, okay, we can build it, but it's very important, especially as a product development studio, and you want to market yourself as a product studio. It's very important to build the right thing, and also to say no to things you are very sure about. This is not serving a problem, and to offer a solution around this, right? So we started to do a lot of strategy work with clients. We asked them, okay, why do you think this is a good idea? And then they give you an answer, which is most of the times very shallow, and then you have to ask again and again until you find like the root issue that you're trying to solve here, or like the reason why they think they want to build. Then sometimes you see that's not a solution to the problem they're looking for. So as a product studio, you have to guide your client to the right solution and then build it. So this strategy work is very important to build right things, especially if you want to advertise it in future, right? You want a portfolio of very successful startups and products you were involved with. So people are tending to work with you and are willing to pay more as well because they see, okay, they know how to build products the right way. And they're not just a development studio, like a development agency, a dev shop, especially in times of AI and like vibe coding and all the new fancy stuff we have here. It's even more important to build the right thing. Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well said. Yeah, in terms of the entire thing, it's quite important and very good insights in terms of for the entire audience watching on YouTube and various other platforms. Yeah, Sachin, you had a question for him.
Okay, so I think after discussing about the clients, the most important question of the this meeting is if you had to double your MRR in next 6 months with the same team, what kind of
Mhm.
plan you have in your mind to do that?
Mhm. Let me think. Yeah, we have a whole roadmap of things we want to try out, but I think the biggest lever we had like the last 6 months was like my network and our networks, like people we know, and so one of the biggest thing is like to put ourselves in front of more people. That means we want to attend a lot of events here in Germany, local events, networking events. There are like companies who are specialized in like networking, and we also want to event like summits and like even like smaller things where a lot of important people hang around. That's something we didn't do a lot. Right? Most of our clients came from the internet. They're very present on the social media, on X especially, and nowadays on LinkedIn. And most of our clients came like from people we know through the internet. And just this like the last few months, we started networking here locally in Germany, which gave us a lot of advantages. So we are trying to push that route more. We also have other ideas. We want to do more partnerships, looking for companies we have like a win-win situation, like synergies. These are like the biggest plans right now to multiply our monthly revenue.
Okay, okay, great, great. Mm, okay, so now we all are living in the AI tool world. Okay, every day lots of tools are getting born. So when
Mhm.
you are developing products or you are in
Mhm.
day-to-day life, what kind of three tools, AI tools, you are currently using, which you are obsessed with? Without that, you cannot
Mhm.
just survive. So can you just
Mhm.
share us that about?
Yeah, sure. We love V0. It's like the AI tool from Versal, from the company Versal.
Yeah.
And we are using it mainly to prototype UIs, especially for like products we don't have like a custom product design or we don't do any product design work because it's not that important or the client doesn't have the budget. We are using mainly V0 and it does a very great job with UX stuff, especially if the UX is not too complicated. It's something which is very known, right? Like very traditional UX.
Hmm.
It's not very good for like more complicated stuff. The data hierarchy, which is a little bit more complex, then you have to do a little bit of thinking work before you are using V0. But otherwise, you can one shot a lot of things. Other than that, our engineers are working a lot with Cursor for development, with Cursor rules and a lot of things. We are using Superstarter, as I mentioned before,
Yeah.
the boilerplate, and it has like a lot of Cursor rules baked into the boilerplate. So that's very, very useful because this way the code quality is very high,
Right.
and our QA engineer doesn't have to do
Yeah.
too much work
Right.
because it can become very messy if you do it just blindly and using it blindly in engineering. These are like the two main AI tools we're using. Let me think if there's any third tool. Uh, I don't think so. We experimented with like other stuff, but we didn't like it very much. Like Lovable, we didn't get warm with it. Probably takes time until you get used to a tool, and the cost of switching tools
Hmm.
is way too high because all
Right.
the engineers have to adapt and everything. So we are doing a great job with Cursor and V0.
Great. So, like, my next question is just want to, for my viewers, okay, what, who are thinking that they need to build a company and they become a tech founder or SaaS founder. What is the, most important advice you will give to them if they want to success in, the world of AI?
I think the most important skill is like to be able to experiment. You have to see entrepreneurship as like a constant series of experiments. There are a lot of small experiments, and you're trying a lot of things. Especially if you are like a solo founder or like a small team, you don't have a big budget, you don't have like a investor in your back. It's very important to be fast while experimenting, and if you start seeing things as an experiment, like you're doing it like at university or like as a scientist, you should treat it as experiment. You have certain assumptions, certain inputs and certain outputs, and you have to watch them. And you should be very comfortable with talking to a lot of people. So, for example, if you're building something for, I don't know, doctors, you should come into contact with a lot of doctors. You should talk to doctors every day. You should go to doctors, to call them, and so on, and show your prototype or something. And yeah, I'm all for building something, right? Build like a prototype, build an MVP, build something which shows the value before talking with someone about it. You can build things very quick nowadays, especially with AI. You can prototype very quick and very fast and show people what you are building. And then, yeah, bring it in front of people who are your ICP. Be very aware about your ICP. You should know who you're building for. Don't build just a CRM. Build a CRM for a very specific set of people. And from then it's just experimenting. If you see like some traction or people are interested into something, you found maybe something. And in terms of books, my favorite book for like SaaS founders is like the Mom Test, I think it's called.
Okay.
I think it's something every SaaS founder should read.
Right.
Because it shows a lot of things which are not obvious. Because before I read it, I was a product manager in my last job. I did a lot of things wrong in terms of asking people about ideas I have, and this book is very insightful in these kind of things.
Great. So it's a great thought which you added.
Sure.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Janu, so much. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Have a nice day. Bye bye.